expected or that there was a chance that this could happen. They had no idea that this was going to happen, and yet they went ahead with this horrible plan. They didn't foresee this. They did not plan for this contingency, and that's what is so offensive about this. And that's why a press conference like you heard yesterday with Lloyd Austin and Mark Milley is getting so much criticism this morning. Here's just a piece of it, and then we'll analyze it on the back end. Listen.
We don't have the capability to go out and collect up large numbers of people. We're really working hard to get as many people through as possible. And quite frankly, it's obvious we're not close to where we want to be in terms of getting the numbers through. So we're going to work that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Every statement we're getting from the administration is internally inconsistent. That one no different. And it's chilling because it's creating a lack of confidence in those watching it, trying to fight for survival, fight for their family's survival. Military personnel we've heard from, it's also patently incorrect. We do have the capacity to do these withdrawals. We know how to do of the intelligence services is a lie. The intel was there. We knew what could happen. They just chose to ignore it for political purposes.
On Fox and Friends yesterday, there was an American who was trapped in Afghanistan. His family is there. He went there a few months ago to care for a sick family member. His name is Haroon. Let's go.
They're right behind the airport. 80% of them, they have paperwork that proves they did work with Americans. They did work with Americans. And now the Taliban's are...
You know, you feel for these families. You feel for these kids. They don't have any idea what's going on.
And as a parent, all you want
taking no questions. He only addressed COVID-19, including his administration's approval of a booster shot for adults fully vaccinated with the 2-shot regimen and his plans to crack down on GOP governors resisting mask mandates.
Directing the Secretary of Education, an educator himself, to take additional steps to protect our children. This includes using all of his oversight authorities and legal action, if appropriate, against governors who are trying to block and intimidate local school officials and educators.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis responded to Biden's remarks with this.
You got to wonder, where are your priorities that you're so obsessed with this issue and so obsessed with taking away parents' rights, and you're letting Afghanistan burn, our border burn, and so many other things in our country fall to pieces?
A fired up Byron Donalds responded, tweeting, quote, "This isn't incompetent leadership, it's no leadership." Senator Tom Cotton tweeted, "It's alarming that neither President Biden nor Vice President Harris has the capacity to answer questions during a major foreign policy crisis of their own creation." But as for the vaccine, U.S. health officials say it's, quote, "very clear that immunity wears off after the initial 2 doses and that booster shots will increase protection against COVID. Distribution of the booster shots will start the week of September 20th. Back to you guys.
Ashley Strohmeyer, thank you very much.
It is 9 minutes after the hour. The fall of Afghanistan taking a heavy toll on veterans and Gold Star families. Taya Kyle, the widow of American sniper Navy SEAL Chris Kyle, joins us to share her message.
Plus, Joe Concha, Congresswoman Nancy Mace, both coming up live.
Get new floors during Empire Today's gigantic 75% off sale. That's carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate, 75% off. Empire makes getting beautiful new floors easy. See samples in your home, get a free estimate, and have your floors professionally installed. Update your floors with Empire and get 75% off carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire. Selling a home is expensive and stressful, so we created our Smart Seller system to sell your home for top dollar and save you thousands in commissions.
I was amazed in the fact that my house sold in 1 day. Ideal agents saved me in the neighborhood of 20 to 20. The process was as easy as it gets.
There's zero obligation. Call us today or visit idealagent.com.
That's why they customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. I mean, just because you look like someone else doesn't mean you eat off the floor or yell at the vacuum or need flea medication. Oh yeah, that's the spot. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Can the daily recommended servings of fruits and vegetables fit into just 6 capsules? Yes. We start by sourcing the best vine-ripened fruits and vegetables. We ensure they are picked at peak ripeness. All of our produce is third-party tested for pesticides, heavy metals, bad bacteria, and nutrients. They are then washed, cut, and put through an advanced vacuum cold process which removes the water using pressure. This maximizes the nutritional value while preserving the color, smell, and taste of the fruit or vegetable. The freeze-dried food is then ground into a fine powder without adding any additives, fillers, or extracts. These powdered foods are then mixed in our proprietary blends and encapsulated, locking out air and moisture. The capsules are then bottled and shipped directly to our customers. Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FOXNews.
Friday, Lee Brice.
I'm coming home.
Part of our Can't Miss All-American Summer Concert Series presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Hey, if you're over 60 and you've taken a bad fall or your balance isn't what it used to be, well, you can get your independence back with 60 Up.
60 Up is a first-of-its-kind balance building system designed to restore your stability with simple steps that mimic everyday movements. If you're over 60, there's a 1 in 4 chance you'll suffer a crippling fall. You'll regain your mobility, and you'll begin to see the difference in as little as 3 weeks. It's time to reduce your risk of falling with 60 Up. Steps like these, performed on a safe, dynamic platform, actually retrain your sense of balance.
The program is designed to get you off of the board and outside.
Thanks to 60 Up, I can now do things I never thought I would be able to do again.
Building that balance can have an incredible benefit, and they can start enjoying a quality of life that they thought was never going to be possible.
Call now 1-800-219-0786 to get a special introductory offer or go to 60up.com.
Can I just say something about the president's ill-timed speech? It was pitiful. It was pathetic. And he delivered it as if someone said, here's a good idea. Why don't you speak about the COVID booster and take their minds off what they're seeing on the TV news?
Fox News correspondent at large Geraldo Rivera tearing into President Biden for delivering a speech on COVID.
Contributor Joe Concha joins us now to react. Joe, it was quite stunning and unbelievable to see. I guess, though, we shouldn't be surprised because they haven't really taken many questions on this at all.
No, they haven't. It's almost, Jillian, like we're watching the 2020 campaign play out, where there you had Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, rarely taking questions during that campaign for, a year and a half. And then suddenly, playbook. I mean, you're right. It is stunning that the president's handlers won't allow the commander-in-chief. And hopefully, it looks like now the American media is getting the memo finally, but it may be too late for those that are currently in Afghanistan right now.
Joe Concha, as always, thank you, sir.
Good to see you, Joe.
Thanks, guys.
And still to come, Black conservatives are urging schools to replace critical race theory.
Let me tell you something. I wouldn't be here if I thought reverse mortgages took advantage of any American senior. Or worse, that it was some way to take your home. It's just a loan designed for older homeowners, and it's helped over 1 million Americans. A reverse mortgage loan isn't some kind of trick to take your home. It's a loan, like any other. Big difference is how you pay it back.
Find out how reverse mortgages really work with AAG's free, no-obligation reverse mortgage guide. Eliminate monthly mortgage payments, pay bills, medical costs.
Other mortgages and pay it off in one lump sum when you leave your home.
Tax-free cash and stay in the home you love.
You've probably been investing in your home for years.
We could help with our retirement, part of it with no future payments. Who knew? We sold our policy. Now we can relax and enjoy our retirement as we had planned.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy at 983-6200. Coventry Direct, redefining insurance.
Welcome back. A group of black conservatives is urging school boards across the nation to drop critical race theory curriculum and teach civic-minded courses instead. This new curriculum, called 1776 Unites, embraces the, quote, ideas of family, faith, and entrepreneurship. Former 1776 Commission member Dr. Carol Swain signed that letter. She joins me live to discuss. Doctor, great to see you as always. Here is a quote from that letter. Rather than completely reject our founding values, instead embrace the ideas of family, faith, and entrepreneurship. Continue to listen to the white liberals who get fired up about CRT and want it in your school.
Well, the white liberals own CRT, and I think that for black schools that are predominantly black, people who are on curriculum that's not negative. And I think it won't just be black inner city schools, but schools across America need to be teaching America's true racial history. So I believe the curriculum will be used in places where parents and teachers make the decisions and not liberal school boards.
Interesting. Same church, different pew. Hillsdale College releasing 1776 curriculum designed to give K through 12 teachers the tools to teach students a more patriotic approach to American history. Here's part of this curriculum. Our curriculum was created by teachers and professors, not activists, not journalists, not bureaucrats. It comes from years of studying America, its history, and its founding principles, not some slapdash journalistic scheme to achieve a partisan political end through students. Critics say this just whitewashes history. Your response?
It absolutely is curriculum, along with 1776 Unites curriculum, that would give our children a balanced view of America. And the Hillsdale curriculum, it's excellent. It's free. It can be downloaded from their website, K-12 Hillsdale. So parents can download it. It's free, as well as the 1776 Unites curriculum. It can be downloaded from their website. And so what has happened in response to President Trump's commission, he encouraged people across America to teach America's true history. And so 1776 Unites, Hillsdale, that's a reaction to that challenge